I've never seen this. I've never seen it. I've never tried it. You're along
You're
around
Sindhi,
mixing.
great. We're the same culture.
Yeah.
We have the same language.
Yeah.
Let's keep this alive.
So you want to make Sindhi great again?
100%.
We're gonna try something none of you guys have tried before. Even if you're Indian, you probably haven't even tried this, unless you're from that region, so I'm super excited. Roshni's gonna blow my mind today. She's gonna show us how to make your own Sindhi pantry, what Sindhi flavor profiles, tastes, and stuff like that. Because of the rarity of accessing Sindhi cuisine and ingredients,
Correct.
we have to actually go to a Gujarati grocery store.
Gujarati grocery store. Any Indian supermarket, it's the spices that you buy to fill this pantry up.
Yeah.
Sindhi food originated in Persia, so it has more of the floral notes. And checked out this grocery store, and it seems to have everything that we need for today's dinner.
Yeah. She's my link. She's the link for the Sindhi, all the Sindhi knowledge right here. Even though she's in the States, she still has that background from Canada,
Correct,
right? So
correct.
you know all the spots.
All those.
There's not really spots, but
The spot.
The spot. Yeah, the spot. There you go. Let's go.
So Sean, when you asked me what Sindhi food is and some of the dishes that I grew up with, I really went back into, honestly, my childhood.
Yeah.
And what I really enjoy cooking. That, the few people that know what Sindhi food is, they always think of Sindhi curry. And it's like so much more to that. Try okra. Everyone knows that, okra is big in Indian cuisine. It's fried.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stew it.
Okay.
In cilantro and mint and some onions. It's not gonna be slimy. It's gonna be super duper flavorful.
And that's a throwback to the Persian influence you were talking
Correct.
about, right?
The mint.
The stews.
The stews.
The stew instead of frying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wow. People are scared of this in North America.
100%.
Because of the sliminess.
100%.
There's
the
like
sliminess,
there's a
not
thick top
cooking it.
to it.
In different Indian cuisines, they have the roasted and then mashed eggplant, known
Right.
as barta.
Baigan, yeah.
Bangan ka barta.
It's just called long eggplant.
It's long or Chinese eggplant, Asian
Okay.
eggplant.
Okay.
You also get the little Indian ones, which are great to stuff.
Yeah.
You cut them up and you can stuff them with potatoes and things like that. Of course, we need cilantro. Really beautiful mint. Full of
When
limes
do
in
you get
there.
to shop with a chef like this? When do you get to shop? This is amazing. This is like Wonderland for me. Like, this is amazing.
And something that's used heavily in Sindhi cuisine is methi, fenugreek. So you get this dry. If you cannot get it fresh, a lot of places it's hard to find fresh.
Yeah.
You get it dry. Again, the usage, it can be super bitter if it's not used correctly. I prefer cooking with red onions.
In India, they have a small red onion.
The small, like a pearl onion.
Like a pearl.
Pearl
Yeah.
onion. Those are, if you can find those are fantastic.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here are the Indian onions. These are the ones.
Yeah.
These are the ones that you want to take. Almost resemble a shallot, but more red and purple in color.
This is what's used for curries and stuff, right?
Stuff like that, yeah.
What's the difference in flavor, would you say?
These have a sweeter, like you can eat these raw.
Really?
And you'll be okay, soaked in
Okay.
water. Now we're gonna head over to the spices, my favorite section. So as you can see, there's tons of spices, Sean. Could be overwhelming.
It's
at
overwhelming.
times. It is overwhelming, especially when you don't know.
How does someone
what is-
navigate this?
Like
Like what-
neem leaves. Like when would you use a neem leaf, right? But it's important to know that if you have your basic spices, your turmeric, cumin,
Jeera,
your coriander powder, your garam masala, which is like almost our 5 spices, cinnamon, cardamom, things like that, you can really make do with a lot. Oh, amchur. So fun thing about amchur powder, it's dry mango.
Yeah.
But it's a mango skin, so it doesn't taste like mango. People are like, oh, mango powder.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't taste like it. It has a tartness to it that's really,
love
really
it.
good.
I love it.
Really, really cool.
I love it.
So we took the fresh methi, the fenugreek. These are the seeds. These are what the seeds look like. Really, really bitter.
Right.
So a little bit goes a long way with these.
Yeah.
Again, huge in Sindhi cuisine. We do it a lot with fish. And they have the methi powder as well.
She moves quick.
Oh, I don't waste time.
I know, you're good. I know, because you've cooked for hundreds of people at a time, right?
Grab this. We'll grab a Sindhi biryani masala.
Some people prefer MDH, some people prefer...
I like Shan.
You're a Shan?
I'm a Shani.
You're a Shan, okay.
Yeah.
I know in India, they have that masala person.
Correct.
So that when
And they grind it for you,
and
yes.
yeah, you get it
Yes.
fresh, right? So this
They
is the
grind
same, you
it
can't
for
get
you.
that here, so...
No. But
Holy
if I
jaggery,
can,
look at the size of that.
huge stereotype with Sindhi cuisine is that all we do is eat popper, which is our lentil chip.
Yeah.
True, we eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, correct.
Yeah.
But there's a story behind it. And Sindhi poppers are different. You see the variety. Traditionally a Sindhi household will have their poppers that they ship from India. And they have their, like, you won't find my parents buying these.
Yeah.
They have theirs. This is like the knockoff of,
Yeah.
you need, so we're gonna luckily they have Sindhi
They're
papad.
religious about their
Correct,
papads.
correct,
Like, it's
correct.
like papads, part 2 coming up. Can't go wrong. Yes, right? Okay, wait, let's do a quick
Which
test on
one's a
Roshni.
garam
Let's go
masala?
quick. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. What is this?
Oh, ajwain.
Yeah.
That's caraway.
Yeah. She's good.
I mean, I want to put the flavors in there that our grandmothers would know,
Yeah.
you know, and not be intimidated, but try to present it in a way that is appealing to everyone now, you know,
Yeah.
and that's sort of what I try to do with Sindhi cuisine, trying to elevate it to make it appealing to everyone.
Yeah,
But they're also everyday dishes. They're, you know, day old stale bread with the sale de broti. They're eggplant. It's everyday dishes as well, like pao bread.
Shanita was like, I was in until you said day old stale bread. It sounds like that, but
Wait till you taste it. Similar masala to the bindi.
Yeah.
Spinach, cilantro, mint, fenugreek, and we're gonna do bell peppers, onions, and tomatoes. So julienne onion on this one. Tomato wedges.
Yeah, it adds a nice flavor to it.
Right. Dry fenugreek. Just ripping it up. It's really fun. You got kids, get them to do this. Super duper fun. They just
Doesn't matter even the size. It's
No,
just this is
no.
amazing. I've never seen this. It's ingenuity, if you will, right? Because what do you do with day old stale bread, right? Yeah, it has that bread pudding texture to it, but it has a very Indian chutney smell to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is like a reverse chutney sandwich. This is it's phenomenal. Like, yeah.
Vangar, it's called.
Yeah.
Bangan in Hindi, vangar in Sindhi. And this is a dry preparation. You can use the large eggplant and slice it. I have blanched these in oil, which means I've just sort of par cooked them in oil. I've slit them into 4, so they look like almost like an octopus.
Yeah.
And then the teaser on this one is the mango powder, amchur powder, which is made of the skin of the mango, so it doesn't taste like mango. Gives it its tanginess. We're gonna let that marinate for a little bit, and then we're gonna pan fry them again.
It's a nod to the Persian influence because
Correct.
usually Indians cook the shit out of everything,
Yeah,
right?
we-
We
I
like
don't.
blend it, we are
Blend it,
cooking
mash it, mash it again, blend it again,
and
cook
then
it
you're like,
again.
what is this?
Yes.
What am I eating?
Correct.
Right?
The goat paya or goat shank, really, really nice, slow cooked in a caramelized onion gravy, onion tomato. It's all there. I'm just gonna use my hand to show you. It's like falling off the bone
That's
right
beautiful.
now.
That is. This dish is the bridge between the Arabs.
Maybe,
Oh, like
yeah.
the Persians,
Iranians and the Persians
yeah,
and the Indians,
Persians
I
and the
guess.
Indians. This is a bridge dish. It's phenomenal.
It's like what came
It's-
first, you know?
Yeah, what came first? It's
The mutton
phenomenal.
or the bone type
But
of thing.
it's a perfect. I don't
Blend.
want to use the word fusion, but
Yeah.
it's a blend.
Methi pulao. So methi, again, fenugreek used super duper in Sindhi cuisine. Just made a quick pulao with a little bit of charred onions. Methi rice. Again, methi machi fenugreek fish. We use the whole pomfret. You can use any fish you like. It's a tomato onion based gravy. I love using whole fish. Sindh was a province in
Yeah.
modern day Pakistan. And when India and Pakistan separated, Sindh was left in Pakistan.
Right.
And the Hindu Sindhis had to leave as refugees, and they went to different parts of India in refugee camps. And how they sustained themselves is the wives would make papad. So it's a lentil dough with spices
And would sell it to
sell them.
other
Sell them to
Sindhi-
everyone.
Everyone buy it.
So the Sindhi papad is distinct with its dill seeds, its black pepper, its red chili, and its cumin. The dill seed is what is distinguished.
Papads weren't the only metric used to gauge if someone's a worthy bride. I know there's a little bit of a caste system,
100%.
right?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Throughout India, throughout Pakistan, there's a caste system
Yeah.
within different cultures.
Yeah.
Within the Punjabi culture, there's a caste system. Within the Gujarati culture, there's a caste system. Within the Sindhi culture, unfortunately, there's a caste system.
That is severe.
Based
That's
on
severe
culture.
racism. That's racism.
100%.
At its worst.
100%. And I hate using that word. I hate
Yeah.
when someone's like, what caste are you? Or you can tell by your last name.
Yeah.
And it is that like, okay, Sindhi Hindus are known as affluent people, but it wasn't always like that. We work for where we are.
Right.
And that caste was like, oh, your last name is this, so you're a farmer, you're a businessman. You're born into that. Like, I'm a chef. There's no caste system for chef.
So what were you before? Like what?
So we were born into a business person. We're Amils.
Okay.
My dad's an Amil, where my mom was a Baiban. So marrying out of caste at that time was a big deal. And your last name is that stamp.
That's kind
Your
of fucked
last
up.
name
Excuse
is
my
that
language, but that is a
stamp.
little
Yeah.
fucked up, right? I
100%.
love certain things from tradition, like the food, right? But like certain things.
But
I
within
think
the
are,
caste,
Yeah.
the food is slightly different too.
Really.
The food is slightly different. The dialect is slightly different. You know, and like I'm not one of those people that can tell, but like my dad's that person that can tell from your last name what caste you are, from the food that you created. There's hundreds of variations of sale de roti depending on how you grew up. Some are tomato based, some are less cilantro based, some are less onion based because onions used to be expensive.
Right.
So it's more water based. So it all depends on that, and it sucks now looking into it. But unfortunately, those are our roots. Those are how any culture in India, whether you're Punjabi, Gujarati, South Indian, Sindhi, that's what your food is based on.
Brings back memories.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So growing up, we didn't have a temple like this.
Yeah.
We had an uncle's warehouse. Basically, he opened his warehouse up and made it into a temple that we would go to on Sundays to worship. So Shauna, I'm just about to pay my respects.
Okay.
And we come in and we just
I'm
bow to
here
God.
with you. I'm doing it all with you here.
We open our hands out like this to ask for the blessings.
Okay.
You know, my Sindhi's not 100%, not at all. But working on it will make it 80%, 90%. Being able to teach that to my family is very important. You know, my dad makes it a point to still speak to us only in Sindhi. Phone, FaceTime, whatever it may be, because that's his language that he's comfortable in. And he had a rule growing up, like I'm not gonna answer you back unless you speak to me in Sindhi. So if you're asking me a question, it better be in Sindhi or I'm not gonna answer you back. And you know, at that time, you know, you're annoyed as a kid, but there's nothing more that I appreciate now.
Now you get it.
And I have cousins born and raised in India, and they're Hindi speaking.
Okay.
They don't even know Sindhi.
Wow.
They're Hindi speaking because they live in Mumbai, and they're Hindi speaking. They speak the Hindi with their parents, and like we pop in from North America, and they're like, look at these kids,
seem
like
more
they know,
Indian than the Indians.
yes, they know Sindhi because our parents worked on preserving that.
Okay.
They promised their parents when they left, we will preserve our culture in every way possible,
Okay.
and they did that, you know. And I can say, growing up with people my age now, we all 100% understand Sindhi. We speak 80 to 85%. We can get along with an elder. You know, we can get through. If we ever were in the streets of Sindh, we can get by.
Right.
And that's important, you know, as a devoted Sindhi to be able to keep that going.